What is going on? It's Coach Ryan Rizuki today with another video about shooting. So yesterday when we talked about shooting, we specifically talked about our hand placement, getting our index finger here on the air pump or splitting it and putting the opposite hand on the side of the ball and having absolutely no involvement with the shot, right? So once you got your hand placement down, it's extremely important to be able to make your shot more consistent. However, for some people who have shot with two hands their whole life or have shot with incorrect form their whole life, you're gonna feel like you have lost a lot of power in your jump shot and that you're no longer able to shoot from distance. One thing that I'll say is that if you cannot shoot a three with correct form, then you shouldn't be shooting threes at all. In fact, for a lot of players that I work with, I don't even let them shoot threes until they're about 11, 12 years old, depending on how strong they are. And anything younger than that, everything that we do is inside. Shooting free throws and closer and closer and closer, and you should not even step back out there until you can do it with correct form. That's the best way to really develop your shot for the long term. Make sure that your form is perfect and then scoop back. Once you can make 8 out of 10 with perfect form, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, you can continue to scoop back. So, one way that we can address that is through rhythm. So if I can show you today how to get better rhythm into your shot, use your legs, snap your wrist, we can start to get into those further ranges for some of you who do have good form or trying to adjust into a new shot. So let's take a look at it. So when you're shooting, you want your body in a Z sort of formation. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. But I want a point here, a point here, and then another point down towards my ankles. And if I can get 1, 2, 3, that's gonna help you to shoot a lot better and have a much better fluid shot, right? Some of us, when shooting, are in this stance, and we don't necessarily have this chest forward where it's gonna help us to spring through the hips, right? Vice versa, some people don't drop the butt enough, so you might be into this stance, where you're here, and this is not going to help you be able to explode through the hips as well. Other than that, you might be leaning back too much. There are different ways that you can get to the shot, and some people are just crunched up where they are not fluid when they go into that shot, and we want everything to go from here straight up into our shot. And then we're up and out, holding that follow through elbow above my elbow. Okay, that's one way that we're generating power. Of course, we have to keep our legs engaged. Right? We're up, we land on our toes, we hold that follow through, we're good to go. The fluidity of this shot looks like this. All of the energy transfer comes from the ground up. So I'm springing through here, energy comes through here, and the last thing is up to my arms and out to the ball. So what you don't want to do is push like that all at the exact same time. You will transfer energy from the ground up. So I'm going to be here, through my ankles, up through my knees, up through my hips, and once I'm here, my body's extended, and all of that energy is gathered up to the top, and then I shoot through my hand. So what you'll see through a lot of great shooters is that their body will slowly get into this position here, and at the last moment, they're releasing it. So I extend through the ankles, I extend through the hips, I extend through the knees, I get my shoulders up, I get my elbow up, and at the last moment that energy transfer pushes through, I snap my wrist and I keep that thing in a straight line every single time. One way that you can work on your energy transfer by yourself is to get into that stance, have the ball touch the floor, and then shoot straight up from there. In the near future, I'm going to be dropping a ton of more shooting content, dribbling content, attacking the basket, tons of stuff to help you guys to reach that next level of basketball. Right, the main focus today was just getting fluidity into your shot and keeping consistency like we talked about yesterday with our form. Of course, you know that I can shoot with my right hand and my left hand. However, I would never advise anyone to learn how to shoot with both hands. The only reason that I can do it with both was just to prove that anybody in the world can become a shooter through hard work, shoot with good form, and shoot every single day. That's the only advice I have to become a better shooter. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to make a video tomorrow addressing it. Thankfully, I have my brand new gym, so I'm able to train players every single day, and hopefully I can provide more content. I'm getting my microphone soon, so that way you guys can hear me a little bit more clearly as well. We'll talk in the next one. See you guys soon. Keep working.